Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. This is the second video of our Dilip Kumar career analysis series. In the last episode, I had analyzed Dilip Kumar's films and career phases. Today, I will talk about his commercial success percentage and also about percentage of memorable and relevant films. Basically, his iconic and great films. The commercial success percentage that I am showing here is not just the box office numbers. There is more to it. I have taken into account the impact of these films from today's perspective as well. As we have seen last time, there are three phases in Dilip Kumar's career. Dilip Kumar mainly was a solo hero in the first two career phases. There are some films where he had other significant co-stars, like say Devanand in Insaniyat or Manoj Kumar in Aadmi, for example. But by and large, he was the solo hero till 1976. That means his entire career as a leading hero, he has been a solo hero for most of the times. His third career phase was primarily in the 80s, and since he was in character roles, or I would say played an older man, there were mainly younger actors around him in almost every film in this phase. Even though he was the main actor in those films, I have classified 100% of these third phase films as multi-starrers. Even after including his third phase, his overall numbers as a solo leading hero are around 70%. That is a very, very high percentage. Almost unheard of in today's era. For most part of his career, Dilip Kumar was a very bankable commercial star. First phase, he was very slow off the box. In fact, I would say very lucky to have survived 3 flop films early on. Jugnu was his lucky break. That film worked because of Noor Jahan, who was one of the brightest stars around that time. But that helped, and after that, his tragic hero image, good looks, and equally good acting meant his star power started rising. And by the early 50s, he was a very, very big star. Commercially very successful, and probably the biggest star amongst the new generation of actors. His first commercial peak was around 1950-51, where cluster of his tragic social drama films did well on the box office. There was at least one hit every year even after that first peak. And his graph comes down a bit primarily because he has acted in 2-3 films per year and some of them didn't do as well. But there weren't any box office disasters though. He corrected that many films per year issue in the second phase, where just about one film released every year. That phase started on a high, and he went on to achieve his career peak with back-to-back releases like Mughal-e-Azam and Ganga Jamna in the early 60s. After that, the gradual downslide started. And by the early 70s, his days as leading man were over. Era had changed, and he duly hung his boots as a leading hero. He was in his early 50s then. Almost 32 years as a solo hero. Very, very impressive numbers. After a 5-year break, he came back with a bang in Kranti. He had enjoyed a fairly decent success during this phase as well, periodically featuring in commercially successful films. The biggest commercially successful decades for him were in the 50s and the 80s, especially the 50s. He had a golden run in that decade, 18 films out of 21. That's an amazing feat as a solo hero in any era. Overall, his hit film percentage is 64%. That is extremely high for a Hindi cinema hero. As graph shows here, his successes have come down in each of his career phases, but still stayed above or near 60%, which would put him very, very high on the list of successful hero list. But as we all know, Hindi films may work for any reason at the time of release. The main question here is, are those films considered great? Or if not great or classics, at least as a good films today? What about iconic, relevant and important films? Let's look at that. In this regard too, he has done really well. Every one film out of the 4 is great. meaning a film that would be considered as a classic even today. That's 25%. Extremely good number for any actor. What do you think of him as a leading hero? Let me know via comments. In the next video, I'll be looking at his association with his leading ladies. So please watch that as well. And to get that notification, you will need to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon too. Thanks for watching.